Welcome to Pocket Woman, Lockpicking and Locksport. Well, today is Loto Lock Tuesday. That's the day that we explore, explode, show off anything and everything to do with lockout, tag-out locks. These are lockout, tag-out locks. This one's 7440 from Abus. There's our specs. A 6-pinner, key retaining, aluminium body, flaky casing, and this is the lock for that box. Beautiful action, no spring on the core. There's an actuator, not too strong, medium tension, medium strength on the core. That's that key, and that's the warding. It's pretty grabby. And we go to my Nemesis Lock. What's a Nemesis Lock? Well, it's a lock you've had forever and you can't pick it, and you try it, and every now and again you pick it and you try it and you can't get anywhere with it. I got this from Murloc68. Thank you very much, mate. When I first started way back in 2019. I have picked it consistently since then and never got an open. Why have I never got an open? Well, because it has all standard pins. Why is that an issue? Oh, hang on, this one has quite a hang up. So it's got some worn, or sometimes it won't even turn. Okay, so that smooth action of the other one is not on this one, but that's just low pins or worn pins or something in there, or a worn key. So that shouldn't be an issue for a picker because we are picking to the shear line anyway. We're the ones pushing the pins, not the key. So that's the key. So we've got a high at the front, some lows, and really nothing really that should be keeping me out. So why am I having so much difficulty with this lock? Well, it's because it's got all standard pins. Standard pins are pins that have no security features on them, so they're just plain. They are difficult to single pin pick because you can't feel anything. You can't feel them setting and you can't feel them in the lock doing anything that will give you feedback through your tension wrench or your pick. So how do we pick them? Well, good question. So if you have any ways that you pick your standard pins to make them easier to pick, please leave it in the comments below so we can all benefit from that information. But may I just try and pick each one with light attention, and as you push them up on this one it just feels mushy. As you can see with this warding, I can actually get through to the centre, whereas on the other lock I can't with the new keyway. And so if you see the tension wrench move to the left, that is not counter rotation. That's either me hitting the plug and moving it with the pick, or me releasing tension to enable a pin to set. However, with standard pins, I rarely feel them set. Yes, I can push them up, I can feel that. Do I feel the clicks? No. Do I hear clicks? No. Which is why people say standard pins are easy to pick. Well, that's only because they're easy to rake, because they have none of the security features such as spooling or serrations. However, I'm a single pin picker. I like to single pin pick things, and this lock won't give me an open doing that. So today we're gonna try for the first time on my third attempt this morning to rake it. I'm not much of a raker, but I've got rake, so why not give them a go? So raking is when you use kinetic force rocking or zipping to get an open. They're a particular kind of pick that you use. They're not a hook. You can use a single hook to zip with, but they're more specialised sort of picks. Oh, something moved. Hang on, just hold that because that was my tension wrench moving and I've lost everything. Okay, and there was no clicks, which means I got nowhere. So let's try some raking. Let's go bottom of the keyway. Make sure that keyway moves and you're not binding. If it doesn't move, you know, you're bound down the bottom there against that, and wedged it. Don't wedge it. Okay, going in with my bone yoke handle on a Lock Tools. Squinting, I don't know what it's called, sorry about that. I can't remember their names. It was an individual pick I bought with a funky bit of handle in there with grabby bits. So Lock Tools have made 4 or 5 different kinds of handles, and Bare Bones has kindly made us handles to fit all of those metal picks, so they're a lot more comfortable to play with. And this is the bone yoke handle. It's gorgeous, looks like bat wings when you got 2 of them, and it's very comfortable and light on the pick, so when you add it to your pick, you do not add a whole lot of weight to it, and you still get excellent feedback. So it's trying to create some kinetic force. Light tension, bit of bouncing with your tension wrench. Anything? One crack. Okay. So let's go with another method. We're going to use the Nessie in a different kind of handle. So we're going to try the Hunts first. We're going to use the Hunts to pick with, single pin pick as well. Give it a bit of rocking. And turn it around and get down the back and try and pick pin 6. If we can even feel it. No, all I'm feeling is warding. Oh, that was something that went click, crunch. Could be just slipping off warding. You see the tension wrench counter rotate, that's just the pig head in it. Oh, that was another click. Oh. We may be getting somewhere on the lock. We might even have a pin set. That's a starting point. So Apis has now brought out a 7640, which is an 8-pin version of Lockout Tagout Lock. j.gabriel has kindly sent me some, so I will be playing with one of those shortly. Having an explore and a look at that. But I would really like to get an open any way possible on my Nemesis Lock, so that when it sits on my shelf in front of all of my Lockout Tagout Locks, staring at me, reminding me, you have not got me open, I can look at it and go, yeah, at least I've got it open once. So further pick had to go in then to even get to that 6 pin, so you risk oversetting the others with the shaft of the pick. When you go in, it's difficult to even find pin 6. That was warding. Now you can bully pick this, which is, well, another name is bitch picking, which means you are going in with a pick and you are just using heavy attention and you are just pushing those pins up, whether they're binding or not. You are forcing them up and you are saying get set, and you are snapping your picks, bending your picks, doing that method, because you can easily hit warding at that stage and snap a pick. Come on, you want to be picked. There's no point being a lock and not getting it open. You haven't been opened in so long. Come on, lock. You want to be open. So I don't do bully picking because, I don't call it bitch picking because it's more bullying, because you're bullying those pins to get up there. You're not bitch slapping them to get up there. So the bully picking, because I don't want to wreck my picks. Whereas Merlock, who has sent me this lock, he can bully pick these. So let's try one last bit of this. That's just warding. Right, let's go for the zip. Let's have a look. So what you're trying to do is bounce all those pins above the sheet line and grab them with your tension wrench before they fall back down again. Did it do anything? See, 5 was the only thing I felt spring pressure on then, so maybe I've got some set. So check out my co-host on Loto Lock Tuesday, Sadistic Picker, awesome lockout tagout lock picker. Link in the description below. Any channels I mentioned during my videos, always link them in the description below if you want to check them out. It's always a good way to find new channels to watch and learn from and enjoy their content. I might even close. Let's have a listen. Nothing. Not even one pin dropping down. Now that is a sad state of events. Well, this Nemesis Lock is still going to be my Nemesis Lock. It's not open. Okay. The date rolls on. We shall attempt to open the new versions but they are very pick grabby. I have been using some 19th thou. I think I'm going to have to go to a 15th thou to even try and get in there. This one's a 19th thou. But still grabbing that wadding. So if you have a particular way that you like to pick these standard pinned Abus lockout takeout locks, show us a video or leave a comment in the description below. That would be really helpful to myself and anyone else who's having trouble with these Abus 7440s. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. Check out all the hashtags. Find the videos in the series. I'll put them in a playlist on my channel so they're even easier to find. Thanks for watching. Stay legal. Temptation is everywhere.